back with Hotmixology. We're talking Winter Wonderland cocktails here, and I was just talking with you about Eastside Distilling and their great holiday cordials that they have. From the holiday spice liqueur, we use the peppermint bark liqueur, the eggnog that they have, and of course now we're going to use the holiday spice liqueur. Eastside Distillery does it great in making these true winter flavors, holiday flavors.
They have great flavor profiles to each one of these the spirit liqueurs they have, and they taste great, and they're really easy to use when it comes to holiday cocktails. Really accentuate those great flavors.
What are you mixing up for us here? And before you start, sorry to interrupt again.
Yeah.
I see you're using the neat glass in this. Why are we pouring this in the neat glass?
Well, I'm using this cocktail in the neat glass. It's going to be served up in the neat glass, and the neat glass, what it does, just the shape of it itself, really adds to the evaporation and lets the subtle nuances of the flavor and the aromas of the cocktail really come forth.
And the neat glasses, they say the ultimate spirits tasting glass. These are great. I gave you a set for the holidays here.
I love them.
You use them in tasting all the spirits that we do. They're great on tasting the spirit to get, like you said, the right nose of the spirit without the overpowering punch of alcohol or that. It allows those flavors to come with the shape of the glass. And now as we're incorporating great cocktails in the neat glass, in addition to being the ultimate spirits tasting glass, it's the ultimate spirits cocktail tasting glass, as I said. Get that neat glass for the holidays here. They have a great holiday pack for you. It's a great gift for friends, and that all you can find on hotmixology.com. What are we doing in the cocktail?
Excellent. So the cocktail is called The Fire Is So Delightful.
The fire is so delightful.
Exactly. So the first thing we're going to be adding to this cocktail is a little bit of bitters. Now bitters are almost like salt and pepper for cocktails. So you just want a little bit of bitters in there to really bring forth some of the good flavors. We're going to be adding ourselves 3/4 of an ounce per cocktail of an apple brandy. This one's bottled in bond, which means it's going to be about 100 proof. We're going to add ourselves some sweet vermouth. And then finally we're going to be adding our OOLA bourbon.
And OOLA Distillery out of Seattle, Washington does it right. I mean, from OOLA Distillery, we use the barrel-aged gin before. They have a great rosemary.
Rosemary. They have the citrus vodka, pepper vodka, rosemary gin, sir.
Rosemary gin, chili peppered vodka, and of course their bourbon that they have, which we love. Bourbon, I mean, it's the weather for bourbon, and the OOLA Distillery does it right, don't you think?
They do it. It's small batch, handcrafted, and you can taste the love and the patience and the effort they put in their quality spirits. It's amazing.
I believe so too. Great.
All right, so now we've got the whole cocktail built in our glass here, and now since this cocktail is all spirits, you don't want to shake it, you want to stir it. You want to protect the integrity of that amazing OOLA bourbon, and you want to keep it silky and smooth. So we're going to add our ice right into it. And, all right, and then we take ourselves our spoon, and we're going to give it a nice stir.
So as you added everything in, when do we add the great holiday spice?
That is an excellent question. So give it a nice stir, and then stop, let it sit. And now you grab our peppermint, our spice liqueur here, the holiday spice. And what we're going to do here in the neat glass is called a rinse. So we're going to add a little bit to each one.
Nice.
And then we're going to rinse the glass here. So just dump the remainder, throw it in the air, spin it around.
And that just kind of rims the glass.
Just kind of gives the glass just a touch of those flavors. Just want to we just want the subtle essence of the holiday spice.
I would try throwing it up like that, but I'm afraid I'm not.
I was going to do 2 at a time, but I was just, yeah. I don't want to break the great glasses. So now we got them rimmed, we got them rinsed. Now we're going to continue to stir. And we're looking probably about 50 times you want to stir this cocktail.
And 50 times, as you say, stir. And what's great about your bar spoon and the right tools when you're bartending, or mixing up drinks, it's just the spoon doesn't work for you. As you're twisting it here, I mean, the spoon's basically...
As you see, anything beyond my wrist doesn't move. And you keep the back of the spoon to the glass the entire time. Beautiful.
That was only 49.
Yeah, it was only 49. We'll do one more time just to be safe.
We got to keep it right.
We got to keep it real here. All right, and then we take our strainer, and we're going to strain this guy right into the glass here.
So a pretty simple cocktail, but as you always say,
pretty simple.
Starting right with the right packaging with the neat glass, and then adding in the premium cocktail with the premium spirits we're using from the Eastside Distilling, the holiday spice liqueur, and the OOLA Distillery bourbon. We've added in the
Angostura bitters. All right, we have an apple brandy, sweet vermouth, the OOLA bourbon, and then we're going to do a little rinse of the glass here of the holiday spice liqueur from Eastside Distilling.
Beautiful.
Next, finally, we're going to do is a nice flamed orange garnish. And you want to heat up the outside of it on the one side, heat up the other end. That really helps to extract the oils. Don't let the lighter touch the rind though, the flame. And right in there. And you want to go around the outside to get the essence of the oil of the orange. And this adds a touch of sweetness as opposed to a peel. Just doesn't add any sweetness, gets the orange flavor. This caramelizes the oils and makes it just a little bit sweeter.
Winter Wonderland cocktails. What are we calling this again?
This one's called The Fire Is So Delightful.
Fire is so delightful. You're going to enjoy every sip of the cocktails we're mixing today. And as I always say, all the flavors, all the fun, all the Hotmixology style is right there for you. Where?
Right here on Hotmixology.com.
Salute, everybody. We'll be
Salute.
right back. The fire is so delightful. Salute.